Hi, my name is Joan and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the creatives I admire and the reasons why. I was inspired to do this video because one, I wanted to get back into content creating because it's been a long time, and I think this is like a fun, cheeky video to get back into because I haven't really, I'm not going to say I haven't, but I will say my inspirations on people that have come before me in terms of filmmaking and like multi-hyphenates have been all over the place, and I have not really been drawn to like one specific auteur. Well, I have. Her name is Agnes Varda and she's gonna get her own video, but after her there has not been any other like creative that I've given like full thought on why I support them and why I support their work and what about them inspires me. And so it was really fun trying to create a like list. What I came up with was categories. And so I have 3 separate categories in the people that I admire, and those are actors, musicians, and YouTubers. I think these 3 categories kind of represent me the most because acting, I love TV, I love movies. Music, I love music just as much. I have this ritual, I think ritual is the right word, of every Friday I listen to the Apple New Music playlist that is made for me. And so I usually create a queue of the playlist, and then usually there is another like category called New Music for You like below, and those are the artists that you like favorited or the musicians that you listen to the most. So if they have any new stuff, I add that to the queue. And then I go to the trending songs and I add songs by artists that I've not seen in a while, some that intrigue me, some that I've heard but I haven't necessarily heard their stuff yet. Even I'll listen to some music based on the album covers, which is a lost art. I have this weekly tradition. I love doing it. It's so much fun. It's like when people say that they don't listen to new music at all and they just listen to their same like playlist, and I'm like, that is not me. I consume so much music in a year. What I usually do, which is very autistically coded, I'm not being the allegations, is that I have a list of 50 songs that I listen to like all the time. But the thing is, any new song that comes in my library, I rotate and then I cycle old ones out. That's how I really like listen to like my music on a daily basis. And then when I get tired of that, I literally listen to my whole library. And if I'm like, ooh, let me feel a little bit special, then I listen to my Goosebumps playlist because it's nonstop Goosebumps and it's a tingly feeling. I love it. That's usually what I consume. And I decided to have that as a category because there have been some artists that I've just been like raving about, and I just want to give their due. And then YouTubers, I have never left YouTube. I feel like I probably consume more YouTube this year than in past years. I just love the content that's coming out from these creators, and I just want to give them their due. With that being said, let's get into the video.
I am is a 53-year-old woman from Memphis, Tennessee, named Anna Mae Harkness. I am ambitious, black, bisexual, angry, sad, strong, sensitive, scared, fierce, talented, exhausted. And I am at your mercy.
The first time I really noticed Viola was at the same time as everyone else. The Help. It was a massive success and low-key one of my favorite white savior movies, and I was captivated by her. Soon I realized she was one of the various defense attorneys on Law & Order SVU, and of course she killed her performances there. Viola is one of my favorite actors because she is about the work. Period. As an actor myself, doing scene work is brutal but exhilarating at the same time, and it truly challenges you to literally think outside the imaginary box. I read her book, Finding Me, last year and learned that she had a hard life, living in the ghetto with her 5 brothers and sisters, dealing with an abusive father, and striving to achieve her dreams. And it was not an easy book to listen through, so this is a trigger warning to anyone who wants to listen or read. Viola turns in great performances no matter where she is, and I know I will definitely be entertained and moved no matter what. My favorite roles of hers are Annalise Keating from How to Get Away with Murder, Veronica Rawlings from Widows, and Ellen Holmes from Medea Goes to Jail, the movie.
Am I the only one who pretends I'm in a music video when I'm by myself?
My booty shouts, booty shouts.
Niggas wanna fuck me from behind. Thinking about his ass. Niggas wanna feel up on this booty. They ain't got a chance. I've been teasing.
I read Issa Rae's book, The Misadventures of an Awkward Black Girl, before I watched Insecure, but after her fame from YouTube, and I related to Issa immediately because she's just like me, the child of an immigrant and a writer. That experience is so unique, and I thought that I was the only one out here. I remember 2 stories from that book. The article that she wrote about African American women and Asian men dating because they are the least 2 preferred people, and the one where she sent a whole pilot to the writer of Waiting to Exhale, just for her to not only get a response back, but the writer encouraging her to keep writing. Issa is definitely that person for me because she was the first person where I could believe I can do everything in media the same way she has, aka being a multi-hyphenate. She made Hooray Productions, which is her production company, and secured one of the best creator deals in the 2010s with HBO, especially as a Black woman. Her writing style is naturalistic, quirky, awkward, and forgiving, similar to mine. And truly, Insecure is the inspiration for a pilot that I wrote in college. Like a true Capricorn, she always keeps it pushing and to new heights with that. My favorite roles of her is Issa Diop from Insecure, April Williams in Little, and Jess Drew / Spider-Woman in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
I met Mike when I was walking down the street and he went, "Yo, that ass is fat." And I was like, "This ass?" And he was like, "That ass." And I walked back toward him and he asked me to put my number in his phone immediately. So I did. It was beautiful.
If Issa Rae was the person that led me to believe I could be in the position, Quinta Brunson quite literally solidified that for me. I first encountered Quinta as one of the various people who were featured on the BuzzFeed channel on YouTube, and she was always a joy to be on screen. The one video that is perpetually stuck in my head is If People Acted Like Real Housewives Every Day, in which she did with fellow Abbott Elementary writer Justin Tam. That was one of my favorite videos. I'm very inspired by Quinta's writing talent, as again, it is very similar to how I write my stories. I think Abbott Elementary is truly one of the best shows on network television, and it's amazing to see Quinta start on YouTube and make her way to traditional media. I'm very excited for her next project with Stephanie Hsu, and excited to see Justin's directing style as well. One thing about Quinta, she definitely brings people up from her BuzzFeed days and puts them on, and that's my hope and dreams for the creatives near me as well. My favorite roles of her are Janine Teagues from Abbott Elementary, and the various characters from A Black Lady sketch show, specifically Gang Orientation.
Setting time to target, 2 minutes, 15 seconds.
2:15, that's impossible.
File attack point. Mavericks inbound.
The last person in this category is an addition that I'm slightly embarrassed by, but yet it feels like a guilty pleasure. And that man is Tom Cruise. I really like him as an actor. I recently finished my rewatch of the Mission Impossible franchise, in which I think is truly one of the best franchises ever made, and I ate it up. Tom is a passionate, focused, and driven actor that gets the shot, takes the risk, and goes ham. I love the slight edge of humor that he has as well, and he inspires me when it comes to action movies because he knows action. I am always on the edge of my seat and anticipating the intensity that comes with those sequences. My favorite roles of his are Ethan Hunt from Mission Impossible, Lieutenant Daniel Kaffee from A Few Good Men, and Jack Reacher from Jack Reacher. And let me just say, I think this is truly one of his most underrated roles. I know Alan Ritchson is Reacher, but you can't say that Tom didn't get the essence of Jack Reacher.
Went down to the gun range at Hinge Creek. I have a picture, prints, and I'm going to the feds. The lawyer's all yours.
Get the Zec.
Second thought, I'd like to kill you. Would say winner take all.
Listen to me, you prick. I will kill this bitch if you're not here in 1. Shit.
You think I'm a hero? I am not a hero. I'm a drifter with nothing to lose. You killed that girl to put me in a frame. I mean to beat you to death and drink your blood from a boot.
You can't deny it.
Calling men who don't give a about me. And when my mother called, I pretend I'm busy. I'm trying to end up anywhere except from where I've been. Cutting clothes, bed bound, and fed me. And this devil on my shoulder, man, I'm trying to shake him off. My ex is on my timeline, it's as if he's showing off. My self-esteem is face tune and ring lights. My ego is conquering new heights. I think I need some. Do you need some? We all need some.
I am so glad that Ray is having a moment because I have been on the trail since 2022 with euphoric sad songs, and to find out that she is also a Leo moon and a Virgo rising, I can see why her music resonates so much. I have this thing with age, and I'm fascinated with people's age, and this woman is literally 3 months older than me, and there's just something about the class of 2016 that is just unique. I saw her last October, and it was my first solo concert, and it was amazing. Ray has a couple of entries in my Goosebumps playlist because I get so moved by her production and lyrics. Like the live version of My 21st Century Blues is a fantastic album, and Escapism can bring me to tears if I'm in the right moment every time, and I haven't had an artist do that like her. My favorite tracks of hers are Genesis, Escapism, and Love of My Life.
You never said what you want from me. You overcomplicated everything. Saw the best of you, but I'm not naive. No, thought maybe help your self-esteem. You only come around when you want something from me. Worth the one I prayed for. If I knew this wasn't you were gonna be, you put it in state so long. I got my ex wronging cause he's not with me. He said he can't stop thinking about me. Obviously, boy, you did.
One of the few artists I found through TikTok, I dig Haley's low-key R&B pop vibe, and her music in the last 4 months have just been hit in the right spot for me. Like, the vibe is laying in bed with the jumbo headphones on, and it brings so much comfort to me. She's definitely one to watch, and I'm sad. My favorite songs of hers are 11th Hour, On Nothing, and Double Tragedy. I discovered Destin by looking through the related artists from other R&B artists, and every time he came up. So I ended up just going to his artist page and listened to the top and the recent tracks, and I was intrigued. His music is openly queer, and I love the storytelling that comes wrapped up in it. Another R&B vibe, it is like the mood is set with the lights on and candles are going. I put him on when I want a chill evening and I just want to get lost in the vibe. My favorite songs of his are Out of Control, Tantrum, and Satin.
Come to the crib, take your shoes off. Now you wanna act brand new. Why you wanna act brand new? Call me when I'm money. Call me when I'm money. To the money I'm a. To the money I'm a.
I discovered Amare last year with Fountain Baby, and I have been obsessed. I think Amare is my solid entry into Afrobeats, even though her album is a solid mix between alternative, R&B, and Afrobeats. Her deluxe album came out this summer, and she did a remix of Disguise with Black, aka 6 Lack, and honestly, I couldn't even think of a better person to do it with. This album was my top album last year, and I'm still bumping that today. My favorite songs of hers are Princess Going Digital, Disguise Remix, and Wasted Eyes.
Before we get started, I want to let everyone know about this video sponsor, me. Kinda, by way of my streaming service, Nebula.
This man is a scholar. FD is truly one of the best creators on YouTube, period. This man is my inspiration on how to write and construct a video essay, and I feel like I'm going to lecture class when I watch his videos. Very well researched, black as fuck, and the topics are diverse enough for me to be locked all the way in. I hope I'm in on the joke, but he hints that when he gets to 1 million subscribers, he's going to make that video. I just know when he does, Black Twitter is going to be in a tizzy. My TikTok FYP will be filled with commentary, and YouTube will just be eating it up because the real ones will know. My favorite videos of his are the Kendrick versus Drake video, the Swirlonomics video, and the Black Conservatives Part 1 and 2.
I have a couple of things that I need to get done today. I was actually planning to film for a future video, and in efforts to document my life better, I thought that it would be a great idea to vlog.
Riza is a cute, cozy filmmaker that I inspire to be, and what I like about her channel that I was subscribed to fairly early, and I witnessed the change up in her content from sit-down videos to vlogs, but the filmmaker vlog genre. Her videos are so well done, and they feel like 2000s feel-good movies to me. She's one to check out if you want more filmmaker genre type of vlogs. My favorites of hers are The Art of Showing Up, When You Think You Know Everything, You Don't, and Be the Main Character of Your Life. Cynthia feels like an older sister to me when I watch her vlogs. One big hug. I know when I discovered her channel, she had a lot of videos talking about clothing sustainability, but would occasionally post vlogs. But here I am 5-6 years later, and I just love her channel. She seems so realistic when it comes to vlogging. Like, I feel like she would be one of my friends that just happens to do this and makes it like I can do it, which I do. She also inspires me to find a jazz night to go to because the one she goes to in Toronto just seemed so much fun. And personally, my favorite videos of hers have just been her vlogs recently.
This team should happen soon. And after the Marvels, it seems like we're going to start making moves on a Young Avengers something. Probably a movie, since this could make money, although who knows. So let's say we're making a Young Avengers movie today, using the characters that have already been introduced or are about to be introduced. What does that movie look like?
This man has to be one of the most OG YouTubers I subscribed to when I overhauled my list after high school. His small change videos were so creative and so fun and so addicting. Like, the ideas that come from this man is so out of this world. I'm surprised that he hasn't been approached by any major writing publication or producer. This man is a storyteller, and I'm very inspired by his pitch videos that I'm currently working on my own. And I think Nando is just truly one of the best fanfic writers out there. My favorite videos of his are the Defenders rewrite, the Justice League rewrite, and the Young Avengers pitch.
And today specifically, we're going to be talking about being a hater, the death of criticism, and also the phenomenon of the People's Princess and the way that criticism affects female celebrities specifically. Okay, so you know how I usually like to start these videos talking about something that jogged my brain recently in relation to the general theme of the video?
Last person on my list is Mina Lay, and I will say it did take me a long while to get into her channel. I would see the thumbnails of the topics that she would discuss and just thought they were just so out there, just the most random thoughts. But the video that got me was why Hollywood has a musicals problem. And that topic pertained to me because I'm a theater kid who loves musicals, so I was sad. From there, I was subscribed and grew to love her 20th century aesthetic, and ultimately, I enjoy her stuff because it feels like I'm talking to my best friend. We are having a sleepover, and it's unmasked, and we just get into our hyperfixations for the month. She also inspires me on the video essay front because it is intersectional, wacky, and very informative, and who can't complain about that? My favorite videos of hers are The Downfall of Streaming, Third Place's Stanley Cup Mania and the Epidemic of Loneliness, and Hollywood Has a Musical Problem. thank you so much for watching my video. This was really fun to make and really fun to record. I'm very happy with the editing because I really tried hard with the editing. Like, I had my whole notebook out. I have a certain aesthetic I wanted to achieve, and I think I did it. And so if you like this video, don't forget to share, subscribe, and like, and I will see you in the next one.